Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming back to Deb Chanel's Warriors World, where we do the bold and the beautiful recaps and reviews from my perspective, my commentary. Okay, we're going to be going over the episode that aired today, Monday, May 15th, 2017. Let's get right on into it because Bill was acting like a spoiled child. Dollar Bill was acting like the king had got the dethroned. I'm like, come on, Bill. Pull up, you're finna crash and burn with all this silliness of running to Ridge, Rusty Dusty, to figure out what's going on with his son. And of course, we have to fall back. Did Ridge forget that he had two sons? I don't know. I don't know. He had a younger one and he had an old one. He had the firstborn, then he had the last heir to the throne. I don't understand what Ridge is not understanding. But he quickly thinks that when Bill finished his tyrant, he think he is talking about RJ. RJ probably ain't got no 100,000 in his bank account. Not that he can get to. He probably have maybe 50,000, 20,000. He ain't showed his specialty yet of what he's really going to be doing for the company. So why would he assume that it's his youngest son that Bill is talking about? Anyway, that was my sidebar because that was the meat and potatoes of today's episode. But we're going to go right into it. It's taking place at the Forest of Creations Camp Fashion Building House. Okay. We have Ridge is looking at Zenday's creations and he's likes them. But he's telling Steffi, bottom paid for, of course, he cannot mentor Zenday at this time. T-Dot, where's he coming from? I know he was born. He, got two artists in the family. I forgot what his father used to do. I think he was a artist as well. Maybe he painted or something, a design curator. I have no idea, but is what it is. Okay. And Christian, she's born in the air. I think she did a little, I don't know, with marketing. I don't think she designed them, but I could be wrong. I don't know, but that's just too far back. That's way in the first part of the 80s. Okay. But anyway, he's saying, well, he's going to be good, but not right now. Can't let him be involved in the crisis mode that we're in. But yes, I would love to work with him. So he basically tells Bottom Pay for it. Don't call Zenday up and tell him, come on to the office, let me talk to him. Okay. I'm like, okay, the writers were bummers for not letting us see the interaction between him and T-Dot, meaning Zenday, when they did get together, because they just exited that part out. And I'm like, okay, since we didn't see it, it could be thrown up in the air. We don't know what Rusty Dusty said to T-Dot. He could have just said, give me some more time. I want to work with you, but we can't, do anything with you right now. Or did he actually say, okay, you got talent, but we're going to mentor you sometime? I mean, what perspective were we going for? I don't know, because the writers didn't put that part in. They just made it seem all hunky-dory that they handled the situation between T-Dot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, Then we have Ridge tells Coco after he's done kind of elevated and dismissed the T-Dot situation. He goes over to tell Coco, okay, I see you playing fair. And you're also playing to win because you're basically on the 18. Thank you for your support. I'm proud of you for showing me your loyalty. And the love that you have for the Forrester family. And guess what? If you choose to stay, we will be glad to have you. He think you done did something. I'm like, man, she don't try to put her sister in jail for the morality and for her trying to show y'all she's on the 18, wants to be affiliated with y'all, not just as a co-member of the company or worker for the company. She probably wants to be a part of your family. And I'm sure RJ has a lot of positiveness to say about that because he has fallen way over heels for her. Okay. So he didn't apologize. He didn't apologize too much to her. He just said, okay, I see where your loyalty at. And that's good. I see the apple doesn't fall necessarily from the same tree. You do have some other skills. You have some other morality. You have a conscience. I like that. That's pretty much what he was saying to her. But don't think it. Don't take it, viewers, that he really trusts Coco. Because he don't. Okay. Moving on from there. Then bottom paid for, which is Steffi. She concurs with her father's opinion on what he basically told Coco. And she chimes in as well, saying, hey, you like Ace Boon Coon. I'm going to keep you looking from the side of my eye. eyes. I'm gonna, glance at you sometime here and to there, up to the top of your head to the sole of your feet. You might catch me looking sideways at you, but guess what? You're cool. You're cool in my book for right now. But don't think your sister cool with us, cause she not. She not now. Just don't get it no misunderstanding. Don't get confused. We love you. We want you. We respect you. We think you're good for the Foresters. But no, don't bring Grams. Don't bring Shirley, who y'all call her, Grams, whoever she is. Don't bring Saul. Don't bring none of her team. And definitely, we do not want to see Sally. But I'm like, okay, now you just kind of saved Sally from being thrown under the bus by telling Thomas, your brother, what Bill Spencer said. Okay, we see you do have somewhat of a conscience, Steffi. But really, I mean, come on, you think Thomas is not going to bring her around the family? Do you think he's not going to try to get y'all to have a different look or perspective about her? Come on now. Come on now. Even when the company is still not dissolved. Because Thomas took care of that. He made him an investment, he said. I said, go ahead, Thomas. You're showing me that you're your own man, and I'm loving every bit of it. That's my sidebar, guys. Okay. Then we go to Thomas. Thomas has brought Sally back home to his little loft that used to belong to his father, and this, that, and the third. But she comes in, she sachets on in, looks at his man cave. She likes it, and she's settling in real well. Okay. Then we leave that situation. We go to T. Dot Zende. He's excited that Rusty Dusty finally gave him an opportunity to look over his designs that he sketched. And I guess he told him because, like I said, we're really not sure what was really said. He promised to help Zende acclimate himself into the drawing world, the design world. But I guess he put him off until the crisis mode is off the table and everything has been set up. The new designs are in place, and this, that, and the third. Then he'll probably, we don't know what Rusty Dusty told T Dot, but it must have been very promising for him to come and try to flash that $1,000,000 smile on us. Okay, he's okay with it. Nicole is okay with it. So we just gonna be, like I say, on the sidelines waiting to peek in to see what the writer's gonna put down on us. But right now, I ain't trusting the writers. I ain't trusting them because they keep, leaving out stuff, bringing back old storylines, still not settling them. I'm telling you, look me up. Deb Chanel's 48th World at AOL.com. Come on now. Come talk to me. I got skills. I can tell you what to put in these storylines to keep the ratings going through the roof. Okay? You need another perspective that you're not putting in there. Okay? So, hit me up. Hit me up. Okay, moving on. Um, then we have Nicole also tells T Dot to apologize. Do the right thing. Go on and give Coco her props. Because I told you she was a good girl in the first place. I liked her. I can reassure myself and to reassure you all that Coco was innocent from the beginning. Now tell her. So she's coming being a little boss when it comes to her husband by telling him he need to fess up and show out and give the apology that is due, Miss Coco. So he kind of like half-heartedly says it. I'm like, man, you were adopted, okay? You're not a true Forester. I'm gonna keep telling you now. Slow your roll. Slow your roll. You have no reason, no opportunity to be high on the horse when you were just adopted as a boy and was treated to have a silver spoon in your mouth. Okay? So stop acting like you all that. Because you're not, T-Dot. You're not. So anyway, he goes on and says he gives her a half-heartedly apology by saying, okay, I apologize, but I don't forgive your sister. So I'm like, you give her a hug, then you jab her. You what do you call it? You sucker punch her in the stomach with that last insult about bringing up her sister. You don't have to bring up the sister. You could have just said you apologize for treating her like, a pariah, something that was just very offensive to nature. That's all you had to do, T Dot. But you went overboard again. You're slipping. You're slipping. But anyway, moving off of you. Because he did say he didn't trust her sister at all. And if they were me and I was writing the story, I was like, I don't trust you either. Hell, you pretty much is adopted into this family. You ain't really a solidified one either. And nobody biologically birthed you. So you need to stand down before I put you down. Yeah, that's what I would have said if I, wrote that in. Could have been spiced up a little bit more, but it would have went down those kind of lines, and he would have known, stay away from me, stay away from me. Then I would have had to, hunch over to RJ, say, you better take up for me. You talking about I'm your woman, you want me in your life, you better take up for me from this clown. Something to that nature. Okay. Anyway, moving on. We have small talk still going on between Sally and Thomas, and Sally is thanking him once again for saving her life from destruction. I'm like, yep, you need to be saving him, sexing him, and doing everything you can to keep him in good graces. Okay, because you need him, especially when you messing with Rusty Dusty, and he gonna be on your behind. Yes, he is. Before this episode is done and through with. Okay. Then we have Ridge talking to Steffi about T-Dot being excited about one day coming aboard to design with them. And Steffi agrees that he was ready and he was truly stoked about designing for the company one day. And I'm like, okay. So how are the writers going to write this situation in? Because I didn't see anything promising. They didn't show the viewers anything promising that came from a Rusty Duster. And when does Rusty Duster keep his promises? Okay. Then he tell Brooke he's going to be faithful to her. Uh-huh. We see how that went, didn't we? Then he not tell Taylor he was going to always have her in his life and this, that, and the third. Where's Taylor? Did he say the same thing to Caroline? Okay, you see, you get my picture, right? And then he tried to steal Thomas' son. Yes, he did. Wasn't that some kind of law against that kind of stuff? Stealing and forgery? Okay, I just don't understand. I don't understand whether he wants to have a morality built into him at this point. Moving on. But Stephanie tells Rusty Dust about Thomas and him possibly going over to see Sally at the Spectre Fashions company. And Bill is definitely there trying to solidify a deal as well. And Rich is wondering why Thomas is, over there and interfering with, a situation that has to be dissolved. Spectral Fashions must go. They have hurt them too much financially, and he just wish he cut ties. But, hey, love is love. Rich should know about that because he's in that Bermuda Triangle with Brooke being the centerpiece and Ridge and Bill floating around her, trying to get her like a trophy wife or some sort. Okay, then as they're talking, Bill just slams into the office like, he ready to fight somebody. And he's pretty much looking for Rusty Duster, and he does find him. And he's like, what the hell is going on with your son? Okay. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Why is Bill over there? Why for the life of me is Bill, dollar Bill Spencer, over to Force Corrections talking about his son got one up on him. I'm like, should you be going talking to some lawyers or something to the fact, or better yet, should you be talking to Jared? Isn't Jared the one that pretty much foiled your plan of action when it was come to taking Miss Sally down? Wasn't she the he is the catalyst who started this? Well, Bill, you the one that started the mess. You shouldn't have been messy from the beginning, okay? Because when you play unfair, you play dirty, you eventually win. I mean, you eventually lose, okay? And ain't nobody got time for you and your mess. So that's where we are. Then we got small talk going on with RJ, Coco, Zende, Nicole about Spectre Fashions were supposed to be shut down. They weren't supposed to be given life to live another day. That was the reason why they didn't see to put what do you call it, Sally in jail. But I'm like, no, that was Thomas and Eric Forster. It had nothing to do with the rest of you clowns because y'all wanted her right there serving time in a penitentiary or up at some hard rock camp where she's basically breaking bricks and shit. You know what I'm saying? So can it, T-Dot, can it? Okay, then we got small talk going on between Thomas and Sally. Of course, they trying to make that move, that sexual move. I see where the writer's going with it. Okay, then we got Ridge thinks Bill is talking about RJ. Of course, Ridge is empty-headed sometimes. But Bill is telling him, no, nut, I'm talking about Thomas. Okay, Thomas coming in on the white horse, trying to save the villain. I mean, the damsel in distress. Where did he get the money from? Where did he get the money from to pull this kind of mess on me? And why is he? Wasn't the main idea was to shut her down? So where the hell is Thomas coming from foiling my plans? And of course, both Steffi and Ridge is like, what are you talking about? And then they go on and pretty much tell Bill, no, you shouldn't have been approaching the situation the way you did. You had no right doing what you did to sabotage Sally in the first place, which made her go down that road. But that's neither here nor there. Now get back with what you were talking about Thomas doing what? Then Steffi realized that Thomas must have went over there and him and Bill got into it, but Bill lets both of them know, no, 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 no. Thomas came in and he brought his checkbook. What the hell is going on with him writing $100,000 foiling my plans and he's taking over, saying he wants her to stay in business. And of course, they both are definitely flabbergasted. They are astonished. They probably pretty much want to just fall out on the floor, okay? Because that's pretty much how their facial expressions look. Then we have Steph is not liking Bill's tone of voice that he's going in the way he's going in. And Bill just breaks it down to him like, y'all are all stupid, okay? But I'm going to get my building. So he pretty much just tell them play by play what transpired over there and how he lost. And now Spectre Fashion gets to live another day, week, month, year, I don't know. Because right now, Thomas, from Bill's mouth to their ears, is their beneficiary. Okay? So Bill tells them, okay, look, I don't know what's going on with this checkbook writing. I don't know, but I'm telling you, I'm going to get that building. I am going to get it. So he gets on Rusty Dust. They have more words. Uh, they can't believe what Bill is saying. This, that, and the third. We go to commercial. We come back. We got small talk still going on between Coco, telling Zende, RJ, and Nicole that Thomas is still in love with Sally. And that's why he's definitely showing her love is very amazing. It makes you do stupid, crazy things. But when you're in it to win it with the couple, well, the person that you're loving on, guess what? It is what it is. Then we have Zendaya still not pleased with Thomas' actions. And I'm like, oh my Lord, you ain't invested nothing in the company. Sit down, boy, sit down. Okay, then we got Reg just telling Bill he's lying. And then Bill says, I don't lie. But then he had to take it back. He had to think about what he just said. That statement flew out of his mouth. He's okay, okay. Let me readdress myself. Let me correct this, all right? I'm not lying about this situation, okay? So all on basically Steffi and Rich like, okay, you admit to being a liar, but you're just not lying about this situation. Okay, I'm gonna handle it. Then Steffi and Rich tries to tell Bill that they're gonna handle it. They're gonna take care of it. Bill said, we're gonna take care of it then because I'm gonna get that building. I'm not giving up. I'm not the one that give up on what I want. And right now, I want that property and that building. Okay. So Red just leave both Steffi and Bill in the office. And I pretty much think he is going to see Thomas at the law, which from the ending of the episode, that's actually what happened. Then we got small talk going on between Sally and Thomas. And she's trying to figure out what his family is going to do or think when they find out that pretty much Thomas saved her again. And he wrote out that big 100K to save the company. Even though both of them knew the agreement was for the company to actually be dissolved, all assets taken, this, that, and the third. Well, really, basically not really been dissolved, but just all the act. Well, I guess it was because that's basically how Eric saw it. He wanted them to just totally be out of business. Didn't want Sally to go to jail because of his grandson and the feelings he had for this young lady, and that what had to happen. So they breaking kind of contracts going around him, and I don't know if Thomas understands that, but it's neither here nor there. Neither here nor there at this point. So they try to, be cozying up to one another and this, that, and the third. Okay, then we have Thomas and Sally, share a heartfelt kiss and she smiles, or they both smile at one another. Then we go to commercial, we come back. We got Zende still trying to defend his family right, their honor, this, that, and third, saying, hey, the object of this was for the company to be totally dissolved. She not have any money, they're not working. But I'm like, come on, Zende. She didn't have to necessarily open the company back up on the Spectra Fashion. She could have had it up on the Sally Spectra, or basically, what do you call it? Spectra Fashions 2.0. I mean, she could have renamed it. or whatnot. And she could have went legit. That's what everybody wants her to do. They want her to succeed. And Steffi cannot deny that she definitely is a damn good designer, young designer on the scene. Okay, at least we know. Hell, Steffi can't draw a lick, so she need to fall back. Then we have RJ agrees with Coco that they all need to just forgive and move on. Then we have Bill and Steph that's still in the office talking about Thomas and his actions, and Stephanie, excuse me, tells Bill her dad will handle it, and he definitely will not be writing any more checks. I'm like, girl, handle you and Liam's business. You don't know. Because Thomas is a grown ass man. He's becoming the man that I wanted the writers to let him be. Stop being under the wings of his father, listening to his father, not making his own decisions, living life for him. Because his father has definitely messed up. I mean, effed up all around the clock. And I can't wait to the they call it the other shoe to drop to let everybody know in the family. Rich ain't worth a 2 cent. He ain't worth a pile of feces because the way he done went and played around on Brooke when Brooke was married to his father, and then eventually took Brooke from him. He's doing the same thing when it comes to Quinn. Playing all these little secret love game missions and this, that, and the third, and the writers just haven't brought it back. But they're gonna bring that mess back up too. So I'm like, what kind of standing does Rusty Dusty have to be giving anybody any advice on how they should live their life and putting morality in there here and there? Like, come on, give me a break. Uh, then we have small talk going back towards Sally and Thomas, and they try to get a little more closer and a little more intimate, probably when they're discussing what the family is going to be thinking of her. And Thomas is saying saving Special Fashions with the 100K, the no what do you call that, donation as well as investment. And he thinking, they're gonna be mad at the time, this, that, and third, but they're gonna get over it. My family, are very forgiving people, this, that, and third. I'm like, wait, oh, wait a minute, Thomas. Now, Grandpa had to come out of hiatus and draw some serious designs. And you were telling him one thing, and he agreed for that to happen. However, he didn't agree for you to be plopping down your own hard-earned money trying to save the company that pretty much stole from them and stole from you. So yeah, you should have talked to your grandfather again about those actions. Then you probably would have had to let it stand on. But you're going to have to fight this battle. And I'm waiting for you to fight it out, Thomas, like a real man. You're going for true love and you want to stand by your woman. You're doing a very damn good job. So hey, follow it to the end. Don't buckle, son. Don't buckle under pressure. Because I'm in your corner. Oh, yes, I am. I'm in the corner, honey. Woo! All right. You out front, Thomas. Now, you ain't follow the leader. You out front running. And I'm liking it. You're like a thoroughbred horse running down the track, trying to make it to that finish line. And I got all high hopes for you. I'm out there rooting for you, honey. Woo! Then we move on. We have Rusty Dusty is sitting there banging on the door, telling Thomas to let him in. Okay, Thomas, half-heartedly gets up from the sofa, lets him in, and then all the shit hits the fan. Okay, everything hits the fan. He coming now, raging, at Thomas saying this, that, and the third, and he go and take a bite out of Sally's ass and tear her to shreds, and she don't know what to do, but she's still standing. I'm liking her too. I always liked when she came to town, full of spunk, full of action, and just being a young woman she's wanting to represent in the community as being someone that you won't mess around with because she got the goods. You know what I'm saying? So then, he goes to tell Thomas, you think I'm gonna let you mess with a Forester mess with a Spectrum? I'm like, Riz, there you go, flying loose lips again. Isn't Coco a Spectra and you're agreeing to let her stay with the company, mentor her into the fashion industry and this, that, and the third? Huh? Okay. Then you got RJ talking, mess hit this, that, and the third, and you saying she could be with the company and this, that, and the third, but she is a Spectra, man. She's a Spectra. So I don't think you got your wits about you. I really don't. Hush, hush, y'all. What you see on tape? Okay. So basically, I'm towards the end of this episode that aired today. The dogs are acting up. My daughter's coming home from I don't know what she came, but they're knowing she's there and they're wanting to see her. Or they'll be happy to see her. So that's all I have for The Bold and the Beautiful that aired on May 15, 2017. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Get back with you. Hopefully for some young and the restless. I've been not looking at their stories because I've been busy with other things. And like I said, between the two stories, I just really, really love and go hard for The Bold and the Beautiful. But I'm going to catch up on that one, try to throw you in some Young and the Restless because, like I said, I love that show too, but not as much as I love The Bold and the Beautiful. So y'all take it easy, be blessed, and I'll talk to y'all real soon. Okay? Bye.